Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Tuesday, December 28, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Los Angeles Lakers vs Houston Rockets. Leading their scoring output in the game was James, 27.4 ppg, who scored 39 points in the game and was one of 2 players to score at least 20 points. The defense needs to step up more consistently as they are allowing 44.6% of shots to fall against them and are giving up 112.3 ppg, which is 27th in the NBA. They need to play even better defensively if they want to pull out the win. Both teams have had their issues when it comes to putting games in the win column of late, and that's going to be something to keep an eye out for in the contest. With that said, Los Angeles has had 2 days off leading into this game, while the Rockets are playing the second game of a back-to-back that they had to travel home for here. The Lakers are still trying to hang in the race for a guaranteed playoff spot, but they have to start beating teams below them in the standings, which Houston clearly is. Leading their scoring output in the game was Wood, 17.2 ppg, who scored 22 points in the game and was one of 6 players that finished to score double digits. The defense needs to step up more consistently as they are allowing 46% of shots to fall against them and are giving up 114 ppg, which is 28th in the sport. They need to continue improving defensively if they want to win here. Our first betting advice is to pick Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets enter this contest 19th in the league with 106.8 points per game on the season. Houston is 26th in rebounding by collecting 43.3 boards a night, while they are 17th in assists with 23.2 dimes per contest. The Rockets are 28th in scoring defense as they give up an average of 114 points per game on the year. Christian Wood leads the team with 17.2 points plus 10.9 rebounds per contest this season. Jalen Green puts up 14.3 points per game, Eric Gordon kicks in 14.6 points a night, Kevin Porter Jr. chips in 12.8 points, plus 5.8 assists a night, while Jason Tate contributes 12.3 points and 5.7 rebounds per contest. Coach Steven Silas is looking to get more production from guys like Alperen Sengun, Garrison Matthews, 11.6 points, Daniel Theis, Kenyon Martin Jr., David Nwaba, DJ Augustin, Armoni Brooks and Daniel House Jr. in order of the team to have success. Houston is 19th in field goal percentage as they shoot 45.1% as a team from the floor. The Rockets are 9th in threes per game as they knock down 12.9 triples a night and stand 22nd in three-point shooting by hitting 34.2% from beyond the arc. Augustin and Matthews are in the health and safety protocols. Our second betting advice is to pick under 228.5. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. New York Knicks vs Minnesota Timberwolves. New York is scoring an average of 106.0 points per game, which is only 22nd in the NBA. The Knicks must improve their shooting as New York is shooting only 43.8% overall, which is 25th, but from behind the three-point line, the Knicks are much better at 36.3%, which is 8th best. Randle is the leading scorer for New York with an average of 19.9 points per game, and R.J. Barrett is second best at 14.9 points per game. When healthy, there are 7 players averaging double figures in scoring for the Knicks. Randle is also the dishmaster for New York with an average of 5.1 assists per game. The Knicks are averaging 21.5 assists and 12.5 turnovers for an assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.7. Minnesota will be playing this game shorthanded and on the second night of a back-to-back, so it's hard to see the 12s putting together a repeat performance here. Fresh off of a hard-fought comeback win over the Boston Celtics, Minnesota could have some trouble in this spot against a Knicks team that looks like it is finally starting to find its way. Kemba Walker's return to the starting lineup has given the Knicks offense a jolt, and other reinforcements are also on the way. On defense, Minnesota is allowing an average of 109.3 points per game, and opponents are shooting 45.1% overall and 33.6% from behind the three-point line. Minnesota allows an average of 46.7 rebounds per game and is averaging only 45.1 rebounds per game. Towns is the leading rebounder with an average of 9.1 boards per contest and is also the SWAT leader with an average of 1.1 blocked shots per contest. Edwards leads the Timberwolves with an average of 1.6 steals per contest. Our first betting advice is to pick New York Knicks. The Timberwolves showed some fight on Monday despite being decimated by COVID-19. The team played without its top three scorers, including Karl-Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and Anthony Edwards. However, big nights from Nowell and Knight helped lead Minnesota back from an 11-point halftime deficit. Both Nowell and Knight took advantage of the added opportunity by posting career highs in scoring on the night. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Timberwolves come into Tuesday's contest ranked number 20 in the NBA, with an adjusted -0.2 net rating through 32 games. Minnesota sports an adjusted 108.4 offensive rating, 23rd in the NBA, but it ranks 11th on the defensive end of the floor, with an adjusted 108.5 mark. New York took down the Atlanta Hawks 101-87 to inch closer to the .500 mark on Christmas Day. Julius Randle finished with 25 points and 12 rebounds, will Kemba Walker add. The Knicks continue to reap the benefits of a reinvigorated Kemba Walker. Since being benched by head coach Tom Thibodeau, Cardiac Kemba bounced back with his best month of the season. In 4 December games, he's averaging 26 points and 7 assists per game, while shooting 41.3% from the field and 39.5% from three-point range. He's also had some incredible performances of late, including a triple-double and a 44-point game. Our second betting advice is to pick under the total. Cleveland Cavaliers vs New Orleans Pelicans. This Pelicans team has been searching for answers to the dilemma of having lost their franchise players Ian Williamson early in the preseason. Just when they thought he was set to return, he suffered another setback and is back on the shelf for an undetermined time. Brandon Ingram had been leading the team with 22.9 ppg, but is doubtful for this one with an Achilles injury. Jonas Valanciunas has been very reliable as a second option all year. He is shooting a tick over 52% from the field and averaging 18.6 ppg and 12 rpg. It's nearly impossible to handicap a game with all of the top players questionable to play, but hey, that's 2021 for you. Cleveland could be down 3 of its top 4 scorers, while New Orleans might be without 3 of its top 4 scorers as well. Both teams have been missing their best player due to an injury. I have to give a slight edge to Cleveland in this game, especially with how underrated the Cavaliers have been in the betting market. They have covered the spread in 15 of their last 16 games and are playing excellent defense. Darius Garland has continued to lead this Cavs team in scoring, averaging 19.5 ppg. However, it has been their defense that has been the strongest part of the team. They rank second in the league in points allowed per game, holding opponents to just 44% from the field, and are second in the league in opponents' three-point percentage, 32.33%. They will likely look to shut down the low-scoring Pelicans in this one as they try to get back on track against this Western Conference foe that has defeated them the last 3 meetings and 8 of the last 10. Our first betting advice is to pick Cleveland. The Pelicans have several other key injuries to monitor heading into Tuesday's game. Small forward Brandon Ingram, who is scoring a team-high 22.9 points per game, missed Sunday's game with an Achilles injury and is questionable for this one. Center Jonas Valanciunas, the team's top rebounder and second leading scorer, is also questionable with an illness. If Ingram and Valanciunas both miss this game, point guard Devonte Graham, 13.9 ppg, would be left as the top scoring option. Shooting guard Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who is the 4th leading scorer, is currently in the league's health and safety protocols. New Orleans is going to face a Cleveland defense that ranks 2nd in the NBA, allowing just 101.4 points per game. The Cavaliers come into this game ranked number 16 offensively, averaging 107.9 points per game. Sexton might not be the only key player sidelined on Tuesday night, though. Centers Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley are both in the NBA's health and safety protocols, which knocks out 3 of the top 4 scorers. Point guard Darius Garland leads the team with 19.5 points and 7.3 assists per game. Power forwards Lauri Markkanen and Kevin Love are both in double figures as well. Love is scoring 12.8 points and is pulling down 7.4 rebounds. Point guard Ricky Rubio is adding 12.7 points and 6.5 assists. They will be facing a New Orleans defense that is number 22, allowing 109.6 points per game. Our second betting advice is to pick over the total.